Yeah, so we are here. Yeah. Stream crashed earlier.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Did we? How about I go to the pawn shop and check up on any potential records for Egghead? Do 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 do. Oh yeah, the smoker dude said he was gonna check out the coast or something. So I also have to do that. Yeah. I guess we can look for the Sunday dude for the responsibility committee.
Greetings on this fine night.
How come you're
What
still
brings you
open?
here? The pawn shop is always open.
Oh. What?
Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
Apparently not. Dang. How's our electrochemistry? Could wear this. Temporarily.
Greetings on this fine night. What?
Got out of the business, unfortunately.
Greetings on this fine.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn.
Okay.
You see rows of typical Martinez streetlight. Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundai burning, smells like worn cotton. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions?
That's a red man
What is he
from
talking about?
Heimdall t-shirt you got there.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure
You must be a
exemplar.
serious man from Heimdall fan.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hyundalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hyundal really existed, but they're wrong.
What do you mean the man from Heimdall was real?
I mean, Even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Say more.
It's simply a matter of recognizing that cause and effect work in both directions. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say. Stop talking about this nerd stuff. It will make you weedy. Buy the damn shirt already.
Why'd you sell this
It's
shirt for?
powerful.
2 real.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still
give it to
in
me for
pretty
free then.
good shape.
But
Someone
why?
broke up with us, sent to the man from Yomdal is a superstar. I'm a superstar. It'll be perfect.
I suppose that
Oh
makes
my
sense,
gosh, I
yes.
did it.
Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Hjelmdal.
It actually worked. That's hilarious. Yes.
All the old
Music tapes. Okay, so along the coast, there should be the map. Along the coast, then we can go to sleep for the next day. Do 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 do. Actually, can you go up that way? No, you cannot. Oh. Intriguing. Not exactly the coast, though.
An old door. An old door. The concrete structure.
The coast, they say. he's on this side of the coast though. And he might not even be alright. Unfortunately, I don't see him. You say he's on the coast. And yet, I can't find him. Do 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 do. I'm just doing a quick sweep, but I mean, as long as I'm here, I might as well check this boardwalk. Nothing. Wait, what?
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place.
Yeah, there really isn't anything here. So, like... Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna find him. I looked all over, mate. Okay, I guess that's just how it is. Go and sleep. I failed to find either
It's getting cold.
the tape and the man.
The bed is comfortable.
We go and sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Right, this is gonna be real chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately? Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care. That doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much Much worse
What is
than
this?
that.
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you
Why are you
from...
doing this? I just want to
Yes.
see if I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of
Last
them
dream.
all.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Yeah, it will smell like of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so
Doesn't sound like
okay.
it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
What? Stained glass window in a church. Dang it, he's following me. Well, we got stuff to do. Gotta talk to the Hardy Boys. Get the story of Titus. Last. I can't ask last.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where is it, Renee?
The prick
What?
is gone. I can barely believe it.
Gone? Gone where?
But he's really gone. Hell, most likely. He was an
How did he die
absolute
exactly?
Kent. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Yes, he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him. Cause he's gonna be
Do you
buried
think our
without it.
conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to
Was
move
he
on
really that bad?
and not think about it.
I repeat, an absolute can. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding
love him?
on to. We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last
Something
words
mean?
to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial.
Hey, last night, how's
That's
it
what
going?
he said to me. He lived a count, and he died a count. Let's leave it at that.
Here, something to remember your friends by.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago.
Can't believe that
We all went to that parade. Young René looked so
René
happy,
died.
and Jenny.
thought he'd be around for a little bit, but this game is pretty bleak. Anyways, how's your night going?
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the
I offer
photo.
my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Too bad René's gone. I was hoping to ask him about Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies. Stop
Right,
wasting
Insulindian
time
lilies.
with them.
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all
Why
that
did he like
other
them?
stuff he loved so much. There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the Bells of Revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
But you feel the dried flower in your hand somehow still does matter, although not to
I
this
want to
sad
go a
degree.
few more things about René. Sounds okay?
Yes.
Other people die, you better get ready
What
to.
about René?
Damn.
Yes.
He
What?
finds comfort in the thought.
We all got to go sometime, officer. Everyone I love is already there. Probably waiting for me. I'm not afraid to die.
Dang, I hope this
It's
doesn't
been
cause him
a
to
good run, and
commit
I
suicide
really
or anything.
miss my friends.
We are both very sorry for your loss. Death of a friend is a terrible thing.
It is what it is. Part of life. But to know,
I wanted to
I
ask you
just
something
don't
about
know
the game.
anymore.
No.
About officer. I just can't
Oh.
do this right now. The union, it just doesn't
bye for
matter
now.
anymore.
Dang. Well, I guess I could go in here.
I've got nothing
Are
to
you
say
the
to
hardy
you.
girl?
Why are you wasting your time? I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that,
He's right,
she
you
could
know,
be on
you're
the
very
cover
pretty.
of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl.
Yeah, we'll talk
Definitely.
later.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, there's an old catatonic lady in the old fold fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs.
Yep, her.
Isn't it? God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Coorong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been
Dang.
getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She had something to yours.
She had my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
Well, that's a blow to her morale, but we're morale tank. Okay, at least I can. Okay, what's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne LePlanque.
Be anything else
Who
you
was
wanted
she?
to know? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did ride by lots of us when we were kids. Always welcome involved. But still.
The children
How
kept
did
her
she get
together.
into this?
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
I can't feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
He's unsure how to respond.
Whatever, Cole. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Where'd she get all the copper gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them
Thank
into the
you
river.
for helping with this.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on this.
Okay. We don't have enough experience yet.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't believe...
Yes? officer.
Let's talk again later.
This win. Right to work. Right. What's it to you?
Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no
Makes
crime.
sense, I guess. Never mind,
I
I'm
only
not
fight
gonna
for the
pry.
rights of people. The man. What's it to you? Big mess caused by union. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, jamrock, backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. Worked at Territorial. Ring a... Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. The physically impressive man tower has
Okay.
turned.
I don't know what his deal is. What's going on, I gotta say.
What I'm wondering, man.
Guess I could try to talk to Joyce some more. Lord,
Looking
man,
for
right?
something?
What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let
Why not?
anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
There's your in. Take his side in this particular fight.
Take his side. You know, we can take it. You're not. Like I said, I agree. It's a responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
And what are you still hanging around here for? Most other Canyoniers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the Lorient guarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes.
Let's
in
see
the back
one
of a
lawyer with
big
his
lorry.
trailer open on the way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could
We
they
all were
know
at the
who
whirling.
broke
How
into
do
the
you
lorry?
know it was Kips who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's the Kips who do all the stealing around here?
It's
That's
not you,
road
then who's
science,
running
man.
drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealand, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little
The
side
one
business
reselling
is a scam.
humanitarian
I
aid
wouldn't be
packages, right?
surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess we need
Not until we've
to
heard
pay
what
Sealing
Sealand
Elizabeth.
himself has to say.
Guess
Alright.
so.
Little racist. Okay.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Any question? What? I'll try this, I guess. I want
No
your
need
money
to dress
now.
this one up. Just tell him what you...
Oh, okay. But why,
I don't
officer?
know. It was the only thing that I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry,
Hey,
detective.
quick question. Do you sell any tapes?
Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen to music. I sell extremely cool sunglasses. If you want to get your mojo
Alright,
going.
so you have no idea whatsoever where I could find tapes.
Tapes? Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry. No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
To the west, dark brown ribbons of tape hang from the tree, flowing in the wind. You should have a look. It's
Okay,
better than
I'll
nothing.
take a quick little look at this tree.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes
Good
of lorries
hawthorn.
and carriages. Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy.
Piss off,
The
Ninja.
gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Son. The hawthorn tree is disappointed by your betrayal and psychopathic tendencies. The pain, it is nothing. Revel in it.
I demonstrate
Absorb
second that object might exist in
Gain
dark classes
power
you will.
from it. Yes, your pain is real. The pain of a tree is mute and base and uninterested.
Had enough assaulting Madre Natura? We should get moving.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane.
This tangled
A
tree.
wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with it.
What's the tape for?
Very good. I promised to make his Van Eyck jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think you know better than
Yes,
to
he's
fix
the
it?
master of ceremonies after all.
Alright. You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time. You know, since tape spinning isn't really our day job, solving murder investigations is...
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Listening, what's your stance on
Everything's
drugs?
still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty,
I'm
tasty
super
drugs.
into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my purse.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box
Actually,
of
don't like
sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And I'm very conflicted about it.
Looking for a lorry
No
driver who
drugs
is
here.
transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in the shaft for jail.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a
But
street
you are a
vendor.
lorry. Another driver
I
has
don't know
identified
anything
you when
about
you're
that.
lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job.
Sir, you
This
forgot to
is
tell
my
me.
dream. Exactly.
Stop
It's such a small
squirming.
part of my life.
What do you know about the drug
It's in the
operation
rear view
at
mirror
that
now.
harbor?
I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd. Whoever they are. More than
What are
he is
you
of the
afraid of,
racist
Leslie?
lorry man.
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's
Yeah,
a
we-
tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Puzzling. Help us out. You don't. No one has to know. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting.
Well,
Could
these are the
this driver
drivers
be
who talk.
connected to the Hardy Boys?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out
Was the
with
lady
them.
driver the old
I
woman
don't
back
remember
there?
who has tattoos.
Is that strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be.
Could she be associated
She
with
was
the Hardy
strange.
Boys?
I don't know.
Okay, we're cool
I'm not
now.
local. I don't know anything about that. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. But officer, bribe you to do what?
I don't think you really understand how bribes work.
Sorry, detective.
Couldn't convince him to give us money. Alright. The old lady was pretty strange, so it might be her.
The woman is
Alright,
still
are you the lady driver?
What is it? What do you want? Did you just call me a lady, Harry Fair?
She
Oh,
clearly
your
doesn't
lady.
think she's a lady. Don't repeat it. The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
I'm a lady like you are Gabriel Bueniguerra.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children.
Are you
and
so
those who
scary
used
to the
know
people
me.
who used to know you?
Because
knew
they
as
can no
the people driver
longer
was told.
recognize the person I once was. How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers?
That's all I need to know, thanks.
When I have my movies to go to. Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state.
Some lady lorry driver, huh? Does the racist know? Oh, you've been giving me a
Looking for
runaround.
something?
What's up? Where's the lady driver? First, you
I
need
don't know what you're
assuming
talking about.
Didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his
Oh, why are you
goods
smirking?
and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't
So
run
who does,
Commercial
the lady
West.
driver?
You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air, a dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating the drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Huh.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Show
Time
me
to
her
turn up
lawyer right
the
fucking
volume.
now. The lady driver's lawyer. Where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life. You understand? Homo cup,
Fucking
yes.
Homo cup. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big
Where
shot.
exactly is
Some
our
dyke,
lorry?
probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument, down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like you got his adrenaline up, too.
Looking for something?
The green lorry.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence.
We're gonna get this open, kid.
Inside it's private, cozy, warm.
Really?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Alright, let's equip it.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the... Call down the hammer of truth and justice. With a firm punch that could shatter bone, you smash through the window. Why you didn't equip and use the pry bar, who knows? But now, release your secrets, lorry cabin. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps, and gentle with tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on who. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius,
Anything we can do with the radio?
perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
What else is there?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Looks like the
Sandpaper
driver has
adds
glued a piece of
extra
sandpaper
grip.
to the throttle to offer some extra grip. Sandpaper would also
Sandpaper.
rub off the pattern
A
from
novel
the
technique.
driver's right sole boot. Boot sole.
Yes?
One of the folk
Do
tours
the
of
honors,
the
he
crime scene
thinks,
had an aberration,
connected
one
to
sole was smoother than the
yourself.
others.
Which means that the missing lady driver
Wait, the
was
missing
present
eighth
at the
Hardy.
lynching.
Here. What?
Looks like her,
Whoa.
yes.
Class. She's the one running the drug trade? How the handful.
Now we know for certain who's the missing eighth person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also
Not
be involved
necessarily.
in
The
the
lady
drug
driver
operation?
could have kept the drug trade a secret.
You're right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Petty Ferry from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest, you close the rust.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? Alright, we've finished here.
Sounds
Let's
like something
quickly
pleasing to
debrief
do. What do you
and
think
go
of
over
all
what we
this,
found,
Kim?
so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged. He
What about
thinks.
the movie presence?
This was
Where,
quite
how did they
the
factor
find.
into all this? Yeah. So it turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use
Well,
against
Elysium
them
open
to other
investigate.
ends
What about the
as
movie
extra
presence?
ammunition. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be
Not a
fooled.
woman there, especially
Desire
for a lady
always
driver's
plays
car.
a role.
Yes,
The
well,
Elysium open an investigation.
Unimportant.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation I need. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone.
Fine.
Debrief over. After you.
I think this is a good enough place to stop. We just found out Class was there, and she is this mysterious lorry driver. Alright, I'm gonna save, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.